crisp, clear spring morning. The sun was shining, but there was a chill in the air, and there was hardly a cloud in sight. It was the kind of day that made you feel glad to be alive. I can walk to work in half an hour, so I left me pride and joy, me Norton Commando 750 at home in the garage. It dates back to 1977, me Norton. I inherited it from me dad. It's the only thing belonging to him that I own, which makes it extra special to me. It was a Wednesday, which meant I'd be taking it out for a spin later with the lads from the Bikers Club. God, I love Wednesdays. I arrive at work full of the joys of spring, but the feeling doesn't last long. My manager, Jim, greets me at the door. Right, Billy, we need a full service on the Toyota Igo. I can see the car parked up behind him. It's only 2 years old. It should be a doddle. And there's a Mazda that needs a new gearbox. Oh, not such good news. It's going to be an absolute swine of a job. My day's ruined. It's not even 8:10. Sure enough, replacing the gearbox in the Mazda is as fiddly and as messy as I'd expected. And by the time 4:30 comes, I'm covered in oil, totally cheesed off. Can't get out of that garage quick enough. But it's a lovely evening. And the walk home, it helps lift me spirits. I rent a room in Crosby Village. It's just a glorified bedsit, really, but I love it. I'm surrounded by tiny old cottages and farmland. Yet suburbia is just a few miles away. When I get home, my neighbour Kathy is in her garden weeding the flower beds. Spring flowers and daffodils are starting to bud. It's going to look spectacular in a few weeks. Kathy's a lovely woman, a new age hippie in the nicest possible way. She makes her views clear, but never preaches. Well, not often anyway. She's into all that holistic yoga stuff and only eats Dash bread. In her house, it always smells of joss sticks. I like it. I like her. She's wearing a bright summer dress which ripples in the evening breeze, and a sea of auburn curls sweeps down over her shoulder. She spots me and smiles. It literally takes my breath away. Hi, Billy. What a lovely evening. I was just going to make some tea. Would you like to join me? Would I like to join her? My God, yes. But I'm in my work gear. My overalls are covered in oil. I'm filthy, Kathy. I don't want to mess up your bench. Oh, don't worry about that. Come on, take a load off. Just being near her makes me heart beat faster. Peppermint and ginger or lavender and chamomile? Oh no, hippie tea. I don't know which to choose. Both sound disgusting. Do you want to pick me up or something to help you relax? After the day I've had, something to help me relax would be great. Lavender and chamomile it is then. I've just baked some parkin. Do you fancy a slice? I've no idea what it is, but I don't want to offend her. Yeah, that sounds great today. She disappears inside. As the porch door swings closed behind her, its hinges squeak. I'll put a bit of oil on that for her later. I close my eyes and let the sun warm my face. I can smell honeysuckle and hear birds singing. All of the tension my awful day at work drains away. If there is a heaven, it must be a bit like this. I feel relaxed and recharged just by being here, just by being around Kathy. My hand brushes against the paperback book on the bench. She must have been reading it earlier. I open my eyes to see what it is. I'm not one for reading myself. The only book I own is Jamie Carragher's autobiography. My sister Joanne bought it for me a while back. It's had a bookmark stuck on page 10 since January. But the title of this book, it fascinates me. It's called Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. I don't understand. Kathy tries to be as carbon neutral as possible. She insists on cycling everywhere. Kathy on a motorbike? I can't see it. Actually, I can see it. I can picture her riding barefoot on the back of me Norton, holding on to me so tight. A hippie dress blowing in the wind and her auburn hair flowing behind her. Bang! Porch door slams against the wall, bringing me back to reality. Kathy emerges from her house carrying a tray. She hands me a cup of what looks like mucky water and smells like perfume. She's forgotten to take the tea bag out, but I don't say anything. I sip it. God, it tastes horrible. Ah, that hits the spot. I lie. Turns out the parkin is a type of cake. It's delicious. It reminds me of the Jamaican ginger cake my mum would buy whenever we had visitors. Sweet and sticky. Wow, you bake one hell of a cake, Kathy. This is fantastic. Thank you, Billy. I'll wrap some up for you to take home. She picks the book up off the bench and sits next to me. She's just inches from me. She smells of summer. I want to hold her. I want to lose myself in her. I want to tell her that she makes me feel more alive than I've felt in years. More alive than I've felt ever. But I say nothing. I'm rereading some of my old books, and this one is my all-time favourite. I never had you down as a motorbike fan, I say. I'll take you for a spin on me Norton sometimes if you want. We could go down the back road to Hightown and stop off for a beer in the Pheasant. She smiles. You asking me out on a date, Billy? Yes. Oh God, yes, I'd love to ask you out on a date, Kathy. I can't think of a single thing I'd rather do. Sod the Bikers Club, sod the world. I'd rather be here with you. No, don't be daft, I say. Oh, that's a shame. What? Yeah, yes, I was asking you out on a date, I say. She smiles. Okay, but as you know, I like to be carbon neutral, so no motorbikes. That book is actually about a father learning to bond with his son. Do you like reading, Billy? Oh, yeah, I do, yeah. What are you reading at the minute? Cat of Gold. It's really good. I don't mention it's been a bookmark stuck on page 10 since January. I don't know him. Who's it by? The great Jamie Carragher. Not heard of him. Is he a local writer? Yeah, he lives in Blundell Sands. Really? So is it set in Liverpool? Lots of it is. But the best bit, the really important bit, is set in Istanbul. Sounds fascinating. You must pass it on to me when you've finished. Okay, no problem. The current rate, that'll be about 2027. I was going to cycle down the cinema later, she says. Would you like to join me? Would I like to join you? Would I like to join you? My God, I would love to join you, Kathy. I would cycle to Japan and back if it meant being with you. I haven't got a push bike, I say. I've got a spare one. It's a lady's bike. Is that okay? No, it's definitely not okay. I'll look like a right idiot. And if one of the lads from the garage sees me, I'll never live it down. I bet it's even got a little straw basket on the handlebars. Yeah, that'll be fine, I say. What are you going to see? Oppenheimer? Oh, no, that's far too violent for me. I want to see Barbie. You sure that's your thing? Oh, yeah. I've been dying to see that. I like. It'll be full of show tunes and dancing and people dressed in pink. I'll probably be the only straight bloke in the cinema. It'll be a total embarrassment. But I'll be with Kathy. And I honestly can't think of a better way to spend an evening. She smiles. I'm sure she knows I wouldn't know Barbie from Cindy. She looks at her watch. We need to leave in 40 minutes. Go and wash up and get changed, preferably into something a little less oily, she says. I'll get changed too. Kathy, you look amazing, just as you are, I tell her. See you in a bit, she says. She goes inside, the porch door swings closed behind her. I go home, jump in the shower, and scrub my hands till the reds raw. Still oil stains, that comes with the job, but they're clean. I shave, splash on a touch of Davidoff cool water, slip on a clean white shirt, fresh pair of jeans, and I grab me best leather jacket. I only wear it on special occasions, and this is definitely a special occasion. I check myself in the mirror. I look just about as good as I can. I'm no Brad Pitt, but I'll do. I walk round to Kathy's. She's wheeling a bike down the path. She's changed into another brightly coloured summer dress and is wearing a pair of white knitted trainers that look like they come straight out the box. She's applied just a touch of makeup and looks absolutely radiant, which is more than can be said for the bike. It's green with white mud guards. It's ancient. And yes, it has a straw basket on the flippin' handlebars. Here you go, she says as she wheels it towards me. It's not an Norton, but it'll have to do. As she gets nearer, she looks at me jacket and sniffs. Leather? It's not a question. I'm disappointed in you, Billy. The cow was already dead, Kathy. That's not the point. There are over 1.5 million cows on the planet, and the methane they produce is one of the biggest factors messing up the ozone layer. If we stop buying leather goods and eat less red meat, we can help save the world. I'll buy a faux leather jacket next week, I say. You're going to have to if you want a second date, mister, she says, smiling. What? She's already thinking about a second date? This day is starting to get better and better. We set off down Little Crosby Road. She leads the way. She's much fitter than me. Must be all that yoga. I struggle to keep up. She looks back with a grin, amused at my efforts. Reduces her speed to help me out. Not exactly Lance Armstrong, are you? She shouts. I catch my breath and struggle to answer. What's the moon landing got to do with anything? I eventually manage. She laughs. I love making her laugh. Then in the distance, I see a speck that gets larger by the second. I hear the roar of an engine. It's a red motorcycle. As it gets closer, I can see the rider is wearing a red crash helmet and black leathers with a white trim. Oh no. It's my mate Alan from the Bikers Club. I texted him earlier to say I wasn't going to be coming tonight because I was feeling a bit under the weather. He's a good guy, Alan. He's come round to check on me. As he zooms past, he casts a glance my way. I know he's recognised me because he swerves, almost ends up in a ditch. I know him, I shout to Kathy. He'll be back. Sure enough, as I finish speaking, the sound of his engine grows louder. Alan flies past, doing at least 70, horn blaring. Kathy waves at him. I give him the middle finger. As he disappears into the distance, I see his head bobbing up and down. He's obviously very, very amused. It'll take some living down next Wednesday. But I don't care. We're approaching the end of Little Crosby Road now. It's so peaceful here. You'd never guess that suburbia is just round the corner. I gaze out towards the coastline. The setting sun has cast a golden glow across the cornfields. It lights up Kathy's face as she turns towards me. She looks magnificent. She gives me the warmest smile and shouts, "Are you okay back there, Buster?" I'm more than okay, Kathy. I'm so much more than okay. I look up to the sky and thank God, or whoever's up there, for this moment. And I wish with my whole being that this night could last forever.